I'll do my big breath as I let myself settle in and welcome everybody. And I'm going to, oh, no, didn't know how to do that. Okay. Hello, everybody. Oh, hi, Sue. You came back. Oh, I love kicking off Mondays like this, especially the first Mondays of the month. Oh, there you go. Okay. I feel centered. I felt lopsided before. Hello, everybody. Welcome. You are here with us on EWN's A Meditation a Day. And I am not normally a deliverer of a meditation. However, I'm really excited to do so. I'm stepping in on behalf of OMSchool, which is GP Walsh's and myself's online platform where we like to share from. And doing these a meditation a day is just so valuable and special to us because we get to join you the first Mondays of the month. And we wanted to deliver and share with you, just be a part of this together in a heart opening meditation. This comes from a workshop that we just did on healing the mother of all trauma workshop. And that was quite interesting. And in order to do so, we do need to open our hearts. And you know what? Sometimes we think, okay, wait, how do we open our hearts? What is that? Oh, we're more loving, we're more kind. We reach out to people, we're generous. But what if we don't know how to do that? What if we need a little assistance and a little help to do that? And so my connection here for me stepping in, I'm Lisa Berry. I should say my name. I always forget that. As a nutritionist, I oftentimes need to prepare. I should prepare. We all should prepare before eating something. So we take that moment, whether it's to give thanks or to just appreciate or to calm down from life's excitement and stress all at once, and do that preparation of opening up. And so I'm going to go into the meditation in just a moment. I'm going to let myself prepare this. I'm actually going to be reading it because it is not my meditation. GP created this. This is the one he shared. And there's so many layers to it as we go through. I welcome any of your comments, your feedback, how you feel during, how you felt after, because this is something that, this is one in particular that we had a lot of people comment and write in it, and that there was a deeper understanding that they would like to go into, and also that they experienced. So with that, we know that as we come together, all of us, that this oneness, that beautiful numbers, and sharing at the same time in a meditation a day, that it truly affects everything. And it's so beautiful. So I'm going to be reading a reading. And this is the heart opening meditation. So get all comfy. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and take a couple of deep breaths. Settle into a simple awareness of the body. Aware the flow of sensation, and just listen. No other intention or goal, just listen. People often ask about free will, choice, destiny, predestination. It isn't just a simple yes or no. For every born being, I remember this word, for every human being, my goodness, see, this is why meditation is tricky for me. For every human being, there is a choice. One choice you get to make. It is the only choice you get to make. That is the choice to whether the experiences of life cause our hearts to harden, close up, or to soften and open. Whether they build a wall around the heart or break it open. That is our choice. Once there is enough consciousness and wisdom that you see that you do have a choice, that is the one choice you have to make. It is the mother of all choices. And really the only choice there is. Isn't that interesting? Just look there and just listen. Look and listen to see where your body might be closing up, might be like tightening up, or it might be just melting and opening. When the heart is broken open, there are no limits. Oh, it's vulnerable. It's sensitive. And like a wound that hurts every time it's touched, But the wall around your heart is impervious to such things because it doesn't allow the touching to happen. It is easier to build than not build one at all. And we have one around our hearts, a wall. That is the whole point of this meditation. The thing about a wall is that it can keep you safe, but it also can keep you away from your innocence, away from your gifts and away from life. For everything you desire is on the other side of that wall. And you can't just make little forays beyond the walls, send out little search parties that seek out the juicy parts and bring them back inside the walls. It doesn't work like that. You may manage to get out for a minute, but then you will inevitably find that the time the juicy things has reached the gates of the wall, that it has dissolved or turned into a video of the juice and not the real juice. So what is your choice? But recognize that the choices are not something that you can make once, and that's it. You don't go to the gym once and come out all buffed. The wall is habit energy. It has momentum. So it is something that has to be seen. And the commitment to choose to stay open, maybe dismantling the wall one brick at a time, maybe even a chip of a brick has to be sustained over time. The biggest wall of all is the wall that separates us from who we really are, with all the treasure that it holds. Everybody here is intimately familiar with suffering. Everybody knows it all too well. No escapes. The wall is an attempt at the force of life itself to avoid or at least minimize suffering, but it comes at a cost. For the same mechanism that protects us from suffering also excludes us from joys, the juice. And as sincere and powerful as this mechanism is, it only sedates the suffering. It cannot really stop it. So here's the question for this meditation. Can you embrace your humanness? The suffering and the joys, the success and the failures, the ecstasies and the agony, the pleasures and the pain. All that comes with the miracle and mystery of your human incarnation. It is the fullness of the human life. The New Age, metaphysical, law of attraction, manifestation teachings, as well, all well in meaning. It has done a great disservice in creating this idea that somehow human life is supposed to be problem-free. Just change your thinking and you'll have everything you want. It, in fact, puts more bricks in the wall, defending against anything we have deemed undesirable. And when we fail to postpone or avoid the inevitable, makes us feel guilty that we have failed. Can you embrace your humanness? This wall that is around the heart was built brick by brick by the mother of all trauma. To dismantle the energy that builds and maintains the wall is to come fully into life. All that life has to offer. All of it. Not just the delicious parts, not just the chocolate-covered macadamia nuts, the bitter stuff as well. All of it. That is why the heart opening, softening, breaking open is so difficult. There is this momentum of the energy of the wall of self-protection, and the heart is tender. It gets bruised. It gets tender and raw. But in that opening is the strength, is the power, is the answer to all your wants and desires. When you are open, really open, you are touched, but it doesn't cling. The heart, the open heart, opens to the stars. It is like space. Everything touches it, but all passes right through. There's nothing for pains and pleasures to stick to. Thus, no suffering. This is why we are here today. This is the message that we all want to share with you. It's quite the message, isn't it? It's this embracing. and the opening of our hearts. It's funny, we want to hug. And I remember a long time ago learning about when we hug someone, to hug on the left so that our hearts are closer together. And that's an embrace, a hug. And sometimes it's easier to embrace those sticky, ouchy parts after the fact, because we can look back and see the gift, see the silver lining, see the blessing. But what if we could embrace it before even seeing all of those gifts? What if we just embraced it because it's part of our humanness, part of our being? That certainly would, soften that heart and break down the wall. The wall is such, it's such a thing to look at with beauty itself, because we care about ourselves. We actually have self-love. That's why we build a wall. We're trying to protect ourselves and still be here, still have this beautiful experience. And yet, same time of loving the wall, we want to take it down as well and invite more. I thought that was such a beautiful meditation and inquiry. I like that. It's a meditation. It's an inquiry. And when we look deeper, when we invite these questions and exploration, more of us can show up. It's almost like it is an allowing. I wanted to say a forgiveness, but that's not really the word. It's an innocence. It's allowing the innocence that we will show up however we are, whatever we can. And then when we explore and we go deeper, we can love those parts. And there's that shame, that what we're going into actually, and some other things, but what that shame has been holding us back from. And we get to reconcile with shame and regret and blame and feeling ick. Yeah, I speak in sounds more. I think all these sound effects are what comes to me. It's like, ooh, eek, ouch. And that's fine. Maybe you do too. Maybe there's just words, sounds. Sometimes a word I don't resonate with. And so I close my heart off to it and think, no, that's not me. But then I really go into the feeling of it. And it's that feeling when we do these inquiries or meditations and we go into the body gives us lots of good information, doesn't it? And we have to be there. We have to be present to hear it, receive it. We are those receiving towers. And as we, it doesn't take self-love, just to open up and look. It just takes the willingness to look. And the self-love, that's there. The love is there. We just have to listen to it more. It's always helpful. And then we start seeing it more, and it shows up more. And then when those things come at us in life, our environment, events, we can welcome them and we can explore them a little bit more, but in and from that place of love. So I hope you guys enjoy this. It's going to be a shorter one today. There's nobody else to talk to on the other side. It's kind of funny. But you guys know I can talk. One thing I do want to invite you to, if you would like to have this, is a gift. As you could see that meditation is transcribed. And sometimes we're very audible. Sometimes we want to read things. Sometimes, it's nice to listen and read things. And if you would like a copy of that, I would just love to send that to you. And if you are missing GP's voice, he actually has it recorded. So I would love to offer both the recording of GP with that meditation as well as the written one. And if you'd like to either put it in the comments here, or if you want to email me, which is super easy to remember, it's lisa@OMSchool.co. So it's not com, it's just co. So lisa@OMSchool.co. And I would be more than happy to pass that along with you. And back to that, my opening line there about preparing. I can even feel the difference in the calmness, the slowing down. And there's nothing wrong with speeding up and being a little, if that's you. And there's nothing wrong with being really calm, like you're in a big bath of serotonin. But it's nice to be able to toggle between the two, because there are different gifts in each one. And I really appreciate meditation, and I really appreciate EWN for highlighting and having a meditation a day. It's a beautiful place to come visit, to do by yourself, and with all of us knowing that we are all together. So this has been the shortest little time I've ever talked, but thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, EWN. Thank you, GP, for giving me this opportunity after you create something gorgeous that we can all share. And it is fun to share. It's fun to share and teach. So thank you, everybody. I've been so happy to show up and do this with you today. We'll see you the first Monday of next month. And please don't forget to comment if you would like a copy of this in any format or possible way. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.